Okay, a little bit of music by Luke Faulkner. He's a British composer and a friend of mine. He's very much an active British composer. He's constantly putting out new music, so I recommend that you have a look at his YouTube channel. All of his music is there, as well as his performances of his music. But I thought I'd introduce you to his musical style through this piece, Daydreaming. It's a very simple, elegant little piece, very simple to learn and a real joy to play, so I think you're really going to like this. I'll give you the first 15 seconds of the music, I'll play it for you, and then I'll teach you how to do everything, how to do the whole thing. So here is what Daydreaming sounds like. So this is where I'll stop. And I'll break up the piece into left hand first, then the right hand, and I'll show you how the rhythmic intricacies work. But the nice thing here is that the left hand is a very regular rhythmic pattern that we can take advantage of. So once you learn the rhythm of the first bar, you've learned the rhythm for most of the bars for the first half of this piece. Okay. But before I begin, please consider hitting that little notification bell. It'll let the YouTube algorithm know that you find this material worthwhile and worth promoting. And of course, you're going to be notified whenever there's anything new that comes out on the channel, classical music or film. So without further ado, here is the left. First thing to take into account is the way that it's counted. Every single bar is as follows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you're going to notice is that we have one note on 1, something on 2 that carries in through to 3, and then the last thing on 4. So we have a quarter, a half note in the middle, and then a quarter in every bar. Right? This piece is in 4/4 times, so it's quite regular in that way. Okay, but the notes come first. 5 on E flat. 1 and 2 above, twice. Next bar is the same. Moving on. F. Second finger moves up from C to D flat. Top stays the same. Twice. Same thing. So it's not too crazy, not too difficult. The only thing you want to remember is that you pivot on the second finger, right? This is quite far down. Pivot on the second finger so you can reach that A flat up top. With counting, it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so keep that rhythm in your back pocket and just map it onto the next, 30 bars or so. You'll be good to go. Probably more, like 50, 60 bars. Okay, beauty. There is the left, now the right. Notes first and then rhythm. 3, and play this 3 a little higher because you're going to need the thumb on A flat later, so best prepare by playing up here. 2, 3. Hold for a little bit. Then 2, 1. Back up. All the way to 4. And then same as the beginning bar. 3, 2, 3. Hold for a bit. And then the last bar, or the last note of this final bar of 4, is a B flat that leads to the next phrase. So with counting, we're going to get something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I really recommend that you do this with the counting out loud. I know it's tedious, but for this piece, it's pretty necessary. So rewatch that as necessary. Make sure it's done. It's learned. The right hand is good to go. And you can slow it down, right? We have that function in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Slow it down if necessary, and make sure you have it in hand. Once it's there, we put it together. We'll start with together, both hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And there's your first bar. Moving on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a couple things to notice. I kept that C down through into the next bar, into the second bar. So make sure you do that. Once more, I'll show you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now hold that C as you go into the next bar. Next, what you're going to notice is that the left hand A flat with that thumb here, you're going to have to lift it so that you make space for the right hand to play it. Just a small detail, but just something to keep in mind. Next bar, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the final fourth bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there you have it. That's the first major little phrase. Speeding it up little by little, your ear will start to help out, because those of you who know the song will kind of have it in your head, and you'll be able to kind of use your own intuitions to play it. But to kind of structure it, to create a scaffolding for it, do the counts, learn it pretty well, and then kind of take the scaffolding off, don't count, and I think it'll kind of work on its own. Nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 Now the pedaling here, you're going to have one pedal for the first 2 bars and then a change. So 1. So pedal down for the first. Change. And then hold that pedal down until the next bars. Change here. Right? Easy enough. Wherever there's a left hand change in harmony, the pedal changes as well. Yeah. We're going to get a little bit of crossover here, but I'll cover that on the website. Join us there, join me there, join the crew. It's free to try, and you'll have access to this full tutorial, the sheet music as well, and we can finish this bad boy off. Also, you'll have access to everything else I've ever done. If you feel like I've earned it, please feel free to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, take care.